Hey guys, last week in gaming, we here. It's been a week of crazy stuff happening as is usual in life. Things happen all the time. Like I was supposed to shoot this at the Overwatch League 2019 season kickoff, but instead I'm in my home studio because this simply was easier. But you don't have to worry about any of that sort of stuff. Lots of exciting new things to tell you about, and let's get right to the stories. Me ready. Nintendo dropped a much needed direct this week. It seemed like frickin' forever since the last one, and man oh man, the House of Mario brought the gaming goods. First up, Super Mario Maker 2 is real, and it's coming to Switch in June. What a bob-omb. Honestly, I figured Nintendo would just port the first one to Switch, so a sequel is surprising, and so is the inclusion of Cat Mario, who's just the cutest thing ever. Who's a good cat? You are. Yes, you are. So we got Mario. That was a biggie, right? Wrong. Nintendo also revealed The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, a remake of the Game Boy Classic that's slated to release sometime this year on Switch. Fun fact, I've never played it. Really looking forward to this one. The game is going with an adorable claymation look with a tilted top-down perspective. It's truly delightful at first sight, to say the least, and totally something Nintendo would do. Also, this came out of nowhere. We've heard rumors about a Skyward Sword port, but I don't think any of us expected a remake of Link's Awakening. It was a complete surprise. Yup, completely, totally. I was like, what just happened? Now, what wasn't a surprise was more info on Fire Emblem Three Houses, and we finally got a release date for the Switch game, July 26th. It's a bit longer wait than we hoped, but patience is a virtue, especially since we'll play as a teacher in the strategy game. We have to pick to lead the Black Eagles, Blue Lions, or Golden Deer. So choose wisely and then choose your movements wisely in the actual battles. Choose them wisely, otherwise you're gonna regret. Okay, tell me if you've heard this one before. 99 puzzle nerds jump out of a plane and fight to their death on Tetris Island. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not. Say hello to Tetris 99, a battle royale version of the beloved game. It's free for Nintendo Switch Online subscribers and available right now, and so many people are about this. I mean, my Twitter feed seems to say so, and Twitter is gospel. Is it though? Moving on to a roster update for a fighting game you might have heard of. Mortal Kombat 11 is seeing the return of Jade. That's right. The famed fighter first appeared in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and she is back. The undead Revenant will be sporting her classic bow staff as she upholds the Netherrealm. She is a straight up badass and a popular one, if I do say so myself. She'll be hitting MK11 on April 23rd. God, I love that armor. Give it to me! Give it to me now! The legend grows. Apex Legends, that is, as Electronic Arts and Respawn announced that there have been over 25 million jump masters for the Battle Royale game after just a week. Not only that, but Respawn added that Apex Legends has already hit 2 million concurrent players too. Seriously, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game. And heck, these numbers could be even higher right now, for all I know. Apex Legends is literally just popping off like a Bangalore with a Peacekeeper. So if you're like me, then you can't wait to see how this game evolves, especially with the Battle Pass launching next month. Side note, I love this game and you cannot stop me from talking about it. You cannot, I refuse. And I'm actually kind of sad that I'm not playing it right now. But you know, once I'm done shooting this, it's what I'm gonna do. All right, speaking of sad, Activision Blizzard let go of nearly 800 employees this week. Even though the publisher touted record revenues, CEO Bobby Kotick told investors this week, while our financial results from 2018 were the best in our history, we didn't realize our full potential. This baffles me personally and makes my heart ache for those affected. The entire industry truly felt this one. It was an intense week because of what happened. So here's hoping that you all out there land on your feet quickly and find even greater success in the future. Speaking of the future and Activision Blizzard, this year's Call of Duty will contain a campaign after the shooter series skipped a single-player story with Black Ops 4, as we all know. IGN reports Activision President Rob Kostic confirmed the campaign during the company's earnings call this week. Personally, I'm more curious what Call of Duty will do in the Battle Royale space following up Blackout. Like, will this year's game just have a new map? If so, will Blackout stop receiving updates? And most importantly, how will it compete with Tetris 99? These are the serious questions that I have been thinking about all day. I have worries. Legitimate worries. One of the best Metroidvania games of the past few years, Hollow Knight, yes, is getting a full-blown sequel called Hollow Knight Silksong. Team Cherry says this adventure started out as DLC, but grew too big in scope, thus becoming its own separate thing. The dev's elevator pitch for the game is as follows. As Hornet Princess Protector of Hallownest, adventure through a whole new kingdom haunted by Silk and Song, captured and brought to an unfamiliar land, Hornet must battle foes and solve mysteries as she ascends on a deadly pilgrimage to the kingdom's peak. To be clear, Team Cherry, you had me at Hollow Knight sequel. The sequel part's kind of important. You had me, that's the point. God of War is apparently the god of Game Awards. Following up its big win at the Game Awards 2018, God of War was the Game of the Year winner at the DICE Awards this week. Yes, but that was not all for the PS4 exclusive starring Kratos and Atreus. God of War actually brought home 9 awards overall from 23 categories at the event, including story and original music composition. Very impressive and very well deserved. Along with enjoying some of the best beer in the world, Belgium residents will soon no longer be able to purchase My Club coins in Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. Konami issued the statement regarding the change following the publication of the Belgian Gaming Commission's report referring to the mechanics of loot boxes in video games. We fully respect the BGC's interpretation of relevant laws and made the decision to implement local changes to PES 2019 in Belgium. You know, I wonder if we'll ever see similar loot box laws outside Belgium, because if we do, the current hottest games that we talked about earlier, Apex Legends, would have to undergo some notable alterations. This would affect so many big games. This could be the first seed that starts it all. Just something to keep in mind, folks. 4 former Telltale devs have created a new narrative-focused team called Hoc Studio. However, it's important to note that this group left Telltale long before the company closed down. On top of that, Hoc seems more intrigued by a Bandersnatch-like experience for its initial project instead of something like The Walking Dead. Hoc Chief Creative Officer Pierre Choret told Variety, "Making interactive experiences with real actors on the screen is something we've always talked about. We all have backgrounds and interest in film and television, so combining that with our experience in games is something we're exploring right now." Love it. Blurf. So good. As I said earlier in the show, Overwatch League has officially kicked off here in LA, so I gotta ask, what team are you mercying, or in other words, supporting? The LA Gladiators perhaps, the Toronto Defiant, maybe the Paris Eternal, or are you all about the reigning champs, the London Spitfire? Per usual, sound off in the comments below and let me know. That is it for this week, folks. Gonna head off now, get comfy and play some Apex. Like I said, I really like that game. If you like today's show, please show it with a sub, a like, or a comment. And while you're at it, let me know what you'll be playing this weekend. Crackdown 3 and Far Cry New Dawn are out like today, so do any of those pique your fancy? Crackdown seems to be not perfect, but a whole lot of fun. Would love to hear from you guys. So, you know, like always, just leave a comment. All right, I'm done for the day. Enjoy your weekend, people, and I'll see you next week. Bye.